Welcome, nice to meet you once again, guys. Like all of our members, just get ready. Okay, we are just waiting for Alexander, the CTO. So wait, everyone. Hope that he will join soon. I can see their official account in Infinitum. So people just get ready. Like you can make research. Like today we'll discuss about their plan, program, everything. But you can do your own research. If you have done any question and queries, you can ask through this email. Definitely. I can see a lot of people have joined already. So people invite their friends and family to be part of this same session. So just wait for the speaker. Okay, I think he's here. Alexander, can you hear me?
Yeah, hi, Mishu. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you, sir, today?
Yeah, very good, thank you. If you want, I can connect with my other account. We just tend to use the official account so that, people know
Yes.
where to find Infinitum.
Okay, no problem. Just join. I'm just waiting.
Let's go.
Okay, yeah, thank you. Thank you. So yeah, I can see people. Thank you. First of all, like a lot of people joined already. So nice to meet you once again with the Wise Crypto, and also thank you Infinitum Chain for having here for your time. So, um, like if you have question, guys, what is Infinitum Chain? Alex will like introduce everything, but Infinitum provide that is the Web3 with the highest level of technological and financial standards of the world largest banks, that is ranging from the most advanced cryptographic to the quantum computing research field. And we enable institution like I can say they enable institution and also individuals to the tokenize trade, store, and pay through their secure end-to-end blockchain ecosystem. So this is just a bit about Infinitum. So let me welcome Alex here. Alex, could you please share a bit about yourself, your experience in the crypto industry? Then I'll ask some question.
Yeah, of course. First of all, hi everyone. Thanks for having me on the AMA. It's always fun to be able to talk about the project, especially when people are enthusiastic and passionate about Web3. Um, yeah, so my name's Alexander McLean Janet, fully doxed as the rest of my team for Infinitum. We can speak about this later. My so I've been a full stack developer for about 10 years. I studied different areas, so I ended up doing tech as a passion. I studied philosophy and anthropology, political science, more the humanities part of things. But I've always been computer savvy, loved to dabble, downloaded hacking tutorials when I was 12 and that kind of thing, and connecting to MS-DOS to play Tekken when I was like 6 years old, or Street Fighter or whatever. So I've always loved computers. So I ended up jumping into that as a passion, made it a career. And yeah, so missed my first bull run in 2017 and told myself I'd never miss that again. And so every bull run, I get closer and closer to the ecosystem. And for this bull run, I wanted to be a builder more than an investor, even though I did a couple of side projects, creating NFT collections. I started playing with ordinals, and I was going to create a marketplace proof of concepts, but bigger projects such as Infinitum showed up, and I changed my direction. So yeah, I was actually living in New Zealand, and I was on my way back to France. I'm originally French. And I was in contact with Philippe Préval, who's the CEO of Lusis, who's our technological partner for Infinitum, which we'll talk about later. And we were discussing crypto, and he said that he had a project, there was a project starting up with a couple of people he was connected with. And so I was introduced to members of the team, and the project was born from that. So that was sometime at the Q3, Q4 of last year. And ever since, we've been organizing ourselves to create the core team, establish our direction, our main axes of development, our vision, the branding, and so on. And yeah, Q1 this year, we're putting everything into marketing to get our name out there, raise some investments, and for the rest of the 2025, we'll be full on creating actual concrete content, yellow papers, proof of concept, so on. And of course, tokenization, SaaS, and lots of stuff. I'm sure we'll address all this. So yeah, sorry, I tend to talk a lot. So that's the introduction.
No problem. That's why we're here. Thank you for answering my question. So, what is the mission actually? I can see you have a lot of ecosystem, you have the Infinitum, SaaS, exchange, bank. But what is the mission actually in the Web3?
So the mission in Web3, I mean, I take this from a technical perspective. Different members of the team obviously have different departments of responsibilities, let's say. From my side, I mean, we have the security aspect, which is a critical one, right? Last year, yeah, I think $3 billion worth of money was either stolen, hacked, scammed in crypto. And if you count the years before, I mean, it goes in tens of billions, which is insane. And this is not great for the ecosystem. It's not great for any of us who want to build, who are investing, because retail, the rest of the world, are just too worried to get into this. Um, except if we have Trump meme coins and crap like that going on. No, I'm joking. That's actually not great for the ecosystem. So security is a main concern, and so on security you have multiple levels, and we know security is an issue today. And just saying security is an issue, I don't think is enough. And so to make things a bit more interesting, we looked at what other aspects of security is not really on the field. And one that came up was the quantum threats, right? So there are quantum safe algorithms out there. They need to be field tested, they need to be implemented, and so on. And this is an approach we wanted to take. Lusis is already connected to top schools. They have access to a quantum computer through one of those top schools. So there, we have a direct link with experts in the fields. So we thought this was an amazing twist to play on. So that's the first one. The second one is obviously security is not everything, and you need to also bring money into our Infinitum ecosystem. And the best way we thought was to tap into the RWA tokenization markets. Banks and major investment entities, and this is not Web3, this is Web2, right? They've predicted the market of tokenization to grow at a crazy rate. I don't have the numbers, but I believe it's in trillions of dollars. And we can see it, right? Stable coins is a pillar of the crypto ecosystem, which is the first real world case use of RWAs. But then we'll have real estate, we'll have art, we'll have buying debt, we'll have there's so many ways of tapping into that market. It's not always accessible apart from the stable coins, but the tokenization platforms are sometimes not very user friendly, and this is definitely something we want to address. So on the side, we have a lot of this frictionless, I'd like to say, experience for the user that we want to integrate with the security and with access to tokenization. So ultimately, the mission is a big one. There's a lot of stuff to do in crypto. And unfortunately, we see entities enter and exit the market because of black swan events like with Luna last bull run. And unfortunately, well, some have to disappear, right? But some unfortunately suffer from what happened, and there's big cleanups, and so there's a bit of space to catch on right now, and we want to be there. We want to add a real value to the ecosystem because we believe crypto has a value added for society, which is why we're completely a docs team, right? We've got nothing to hide. We're here to create something amazing that not hopefully, that users will use, right?
Okay, yeah, got it. Thank you. So, guys, there is nothing to hide in front of you. Actually, they're very much crystal clear. So you can do your own research, and also they have their Infinitum cryptographic system, which is ICS, which is a cutting edge technology for the Web3. And also they have the post-quantum blockchain, which integrates the ICS, will be the most secure blockchain ecosystem in the world for issuing and the trading digital and tokenized asset. Then they have that is financial services, and they have their other I can say their exchanges, their wallet and card. So and also I can see you have your bank, Infinitum Bank. May I know about this bank actually?
Yeah, of course, of course. I mean, bank is on the roadmap, right? It's not something that we have today. Attaching crypto and bank together is a very big thing. So this is on the roadmap. This is where we want to go. Like we said, we want to have the whatever regular financial services that you can have in the regular world. We want to bridge that to crypto. And we know it's been mentioned many times, but we do think we have a bit of a differentiation in our case here, which is first we have this partnership with Lusis. Lucis specializes in securing transfers for banking systems, right? So their clients are banks such as Bank of America, HSBC, BNP Paribas. They're working with MasterCard. Those are all massive names. So you can imagine they probably have a whole bunch of other banks as clients. So we already have, and Lucis is our technological partner, but like I said, it's more than a technical partnership. I want to almost call it a brothership, right, or sisterhoodship, whatever you want to call it. Doesn't matter. What I'm saying is Philippe Préval, who was the CEO, has been here from the start, a pillar element in the start of Infinitum. And we're going to have our offices in two different places, one in Switzerland and one in Paris. And the one in Paris is going to be specifically for technology, the R&D and so on. That's where I will be. And that office will be in the offices of Lucis. So we have a direct connection with this entity who's got this ICS technology, which is being used by major banks today every single day. Also to note, Bank of America owns 15% of the shares of Lucis, right? So we have a really strong attachment to the banking ecosystem. The other one is on the team. You have Jean Rémonret, who's been working in banking's entities for 35 years. I believe he was part of Euphrasia, where I don't know the details. He'd probably be a lot better to explain them, but ultimately they got Bank Award of the Year probably for the region. Once again, I'm not super accurate on the details, but they did really well. So yeah, and we wanted to have someone like Jean Morin, who's actually CEO of Infinitum, right? Who has this knowledge of the banking system, who is connected to people in that area, so that we can bridge to the point where a crypto bank is possible. And yes, of course, with the crypto get bank comes the physical cards and so forth and so forth. So we really want to offer as the same services as the regular finance, but at the crypto level.
Okay, yeah, wish you good luck for the future, for your roadmap also. And also people, their website link is infinitumchain.com. If you want to be their investor, you can apply as investor. Just check out their website and click on it. That is apply as investor button. Then you can put your information there. You can be part of them. Thank you once again, Alexander. I think you already talked about the security, but I want to know more details. That is, how does your Infinitum ensure that its platform meets the highest global standards for the both security and financial services? What is your opinion?
Yeah, of course. So our security product, in a way, we call it ICS, right? So ICS is something that, in a sense, is already used today because our technological partner, Lucis, has this technology. It has been developed and it's used, it's robust on a daily basis, right? So there's no surprises on that aspect. They already have knowledge because about crypto. They have been working on Ethereum for a number of years, so they have experiences there. So our objective here to make it even more secure is to take all this knowledge, because we'll be working very tightly with them, and to extend it. We want to extend it in multiple ways. First, we want to integrate quantum safe cryptography. So what does that mean? You have certain algorithms which make the discovery of tokens a lot harder. Today we use ECC or SHA-256, and today it would take, I don't once again know exactly the numbers, but hundreds of years for a classical computer to figure it out. Or you know what? We'll take the chip from Google, who's been out recently. A chip that would have taken a token that would have taken 10 septillion years, which is 10 power 25, which is ridiculous to figure out. They would have done it in a couple of hours, if not minutes. So that's the power of quantum computing. And quantum computing there are breakthroughs that keep coming up all the time. There was one again last week. They were able to prove entanglement in a regular Ethernet cable, which is once again like it's pretty incredible. And this will keep going. So this is the main one, ICS. So this technology, ICS, is going to be implemented in multiple layers. At the layers of, when I say token, I don't mean tokenization, I mean the hashing. So like you create a cryptographic key with a method, and that's how you link the blocks. For example, that's a hash that's used. So we want to use it there. So not reverse engineering, it's not the right word. Figuring out the value of that hash with a quantum safe algorithm, or against a quantum safe algorithm, would be extremely hard. So there are challenges, and those are things that we will have to address, and this is why not everybody does it. But because we're connected with Lusis, who has access to some of the top schools in France, and France has proven itself to have some amazing technology. You look at Mistral AI, which is in competition with OpenAI, and even more than that, I'll tell you is why is Bank of America trusting another country for the security of its transfers? There's no way that if America was able to create this technology, or if they had the technology, they would outsource that security to another country. The only possibility is that Lucis has done something that America has not done yet. And for that reason, it has to be a top-notch level of technology for that service. So for me, that's once again one of the main arguments where there has to be something special about the security. So yeah, we're going to apply this and put into Web3, put at the layer of wallets, put it at the layer. We want to create an L1 blockchain once after we've designed some smart contracts on Ethereum. And yeah, we want to tend towards that 99.99% of security, because 100% is impossible.
Yes, definitely, I agreed. So this is not possible to make it like 100% secure, but I can assure you guys they are too much like secure as you need actually. And also they have so many points which make them really different. Like I can say you can experience with the biggest banks and financial institution like their credit service issue and others, and also you will get some opportunities like working closely with the Lusis and also a pioneering provider, which a cutting edge software, and also they're offering a full ecosystem from an exchanges to the blockchain and even a bank also. So like as I mentioned earlier, like people can apply for the like investor. So if I do actually, what kind of benefits I will get from EOIN as investor?
Yeah, so we do have an investment page on our website. Right now, it's mainly targeted for private and large investments. We want to get the machine kicked properly. But of course, we will be having more public investments soon, and they will enable people purchase our token for one. So IFT. IFT, well, we'll probably start on top of another chain, which most likely will be Ethereum. There's been discussions about Solana as well, which is also a potential candidate. And we'll release the news once we've done the decision that we feel is the best. Until then, what will that coin, and once we'll have our blockchain, we'll migrate it to our blockchain, and that will become the native coin for our blockchain. That will enable users to pay gas fees. It will allow people to stake, governance, a lot of the regular utilities that you see on a blockchain. On top of it, once we release our physical cards, there'll be incentivization programs, reward programs. If you're saving your asset, if you're staking, or if you're spending the assets. So yeah, well, ultimately, we want to have a growing ecosystem, which we'll make available for dApps as well at one point. So because of all these features and the use of the token, obviously we're hoping that the token grows with time in value, which would be the main source of reward for investors. And that's on top of all the DeFi features that we're going to implement, and of course the tokenization SaaS. We want to make it in such a way that it's accessible for everyone, so that they can start investing in a much wider array of portfolio. I mean, owning part of a Banksy owning part of even a Rubens, or a freaking skyscraper. Why not?
Okay, yes, thank you. So people just keep eyes, and also if you want to invest, definitely you're welcome. You can do no worries. So yeah, thank you for answering all of my questions. So I have just few left, but after that I will take some question from you and guys and stay tuned. So may I know that is how does your Infinitum's ICS exchange differ from other tokenized asset exchange in terms of like I can say you already answered about the security technology, but why do you think what you are different from others?
Well, for one, I think I touched it just before, right? It's accessibility. I've tested quite a few platforms. I haven't been impressed with it. It's always felt like it was more directed towards institutions. And I may be wrong. This is not the sector which I've spent the most time in crypto, right? So there's definitely more research to do in it. But up to now, I still have not felt like it's been very accessible. So that's the first one, making accessible, easy to use, intuitive, all the big words that go with it. That would be the first one. The second one, I mean, I don't know. Obviously, you want to have a lot of activity. You want to find a way that incentivize people to put the assets on your platform. You want a really high diversity. You want liquidity, and you want to see those graphs move, right? There's nothing's more disheartening to see a graph where like it's too stable. You need a bit of this fluctuation and how would you say volatility. Um, so yeah, I'd say about that.
Okay, yes, thank you once again. So, I have just two or one question left. So I think you already explained about your future plan, but what can we expect? Like, do you have any plan added more features in this 2025 or after that?
Yeah. So the roadmap, what it looks like for 2025 is the following. We are in a phase where we have a solid core team today. We are spending quite a bit of time on marketing right now. We want people to know about us. Like I said, we're doxed. We've got nothing to hide. We're not here to go. So we're starting. We're making ourselves public from the very beginning. Um, our plan is to be present at Dubai 2049 in May with a yellow paper so that people understand what they're investing in. It's really important for us that people understand what we're doing, why they're investing in us, because we think this is a really it's a big mission, right? And it might take time to pick up on certain things, but we will be here for the long term, right? So that's the plan. In between, we'll start attending. We got a whole bunch of online events in the next weeks and months. We'll start doing more physical events. You have the Crypto Salon à Paris. Um, that's not the actual name, but it's something like that, which is in April, I believe. So yeah, no, we'll be more and more present. And once we've got the yellow paper out, by then we will have started the recruitment to fill in the gaps that Lucis may not have for what we're trying to take on. We will start working on proof of concepts on smart contracts for Ethereum or Solana, or probably even both, to prove that our technology is working, is efficient, and is scalable, and proves this security. And once we've got that, it's not a if this then this. It's more going to be in parallel. We'll be working on our first on the MVP for the tokenization SaaS. The goal is that by the end of the year, our tokenization SaaS is released to the public and integrates the ICS security. From then on, next year will be full focus on extending the services of this tokenization SaaS, and you also have, regulations amongst countries which are different, and so that will take time, and we'll have to look at each country specifically and find and make sure that we're properly aligned with them. So that's a bit of a challenge, but we definitely have it in mind. And once that is going well, the plan is to start preparing the L1 blockchain. That will have prepared in amont. How do you say that in English? Um, we will have anticipated that, right? We would have started, but the main work will still be on the tokenization sense because that's where a lot of the money is, and that's what gets investors excited. And ultimately, for R&D, you need to have the proper investments so we can get the best in the field and tackle these problems. We really want the people at the edge of the knowledge of their field, because quantum computing, I mean, like you don't get more to the edge than that, right? So we really need to have access to the best minds to produce the best solutions possible. And so, yeah, 2026 is going to be full on the tokenization SaaS, starting the L1 blockchain, and hopefully the L1 blockchain will be ready. Hard to give a date, but in 2026, hopefully we'll start producing some test nets and even getting some beta testers on and so forth.
Okay, yeah, got it. Thank you for this information. So I can say this is going to be the best year for your project this 2025. So here's one last question. Actually, I think your platform is open to all, but especially if I talk that is what type of users that would get benefit from your Infinitum project actually.
Um, I don't want to say everyone because it sounds cliche, but ultimately security affects everyone. Might it be institutions, the regular person, well, the regular crypto person like me, I've been in the sector for a while. I still get scammed occasionally. And also new people, right? Especially new people. The idea is to really have an ecosystem which, to the highest level, prevents any ways of scamming, exploiting, and so forth. I know it sounds non-credible for now, but it's really the angle we want to take. So that would be the number one. The number two, come back to tokenization. I mean, the democratization of tokenization and giving anybody the opportunity to diversify in their portfolio in a frictionless way, I think is important. I mean, do you really want to have all your investments in crypto? I mean, as we go on, the crypto market might stabilize and we won't have these extreme crashes and the black swan events. But up to now, history has showed us that coins can go down to minus 75% and go back 3, 4 years later and break the all-time high. Unfortunately, sometimes you need to get this money out before the next bull run. So well, we need to have opportunities to edge against that risk and to make it accessible. And I think it's a really critical part of it.
Okay, thank you, Alexander. You did very well. So I can take some questions from the community. I can see a lot of people just there, just waiting, with their question. Okay, Nigerian, are you there? Hey, Nigerian. Hey, Nigerian, are
Hello,
you
am I
there?
audible?
Yeah, you are. Kindly ask your question, please.
All right, thank you so much, Mishu. Infinitum, it's so nice to have you on the space today. So we all know that capital is a very pivotal and important factor when running a project. So my question is, how are you planning to generate revenue to sustain your project? Thank you.
Thanks for the question, and I'm honored. I don't often speak to princes. So yeah, how do we want to generate revenue? I mean, there's multiple ways, right? The The proof of concept on the smart contracts won't generate revenue. This is to prove credibility, to validate a technology, um, and to show this is not just talking, right? We believe that this will have much more than just a monetary value to it. That's the first part. The second one is the tokenization platform. There'll be fees. Of course, we'll take revenue through there, and we believe that will be, with the growth of the market, our first and primary source of revenue. On the other hand, we also have this R&D department, right? We'll be at the edge of technology, and when you're at the edge of technology, you do have a lot of partnerships with institutions that invest in this technology, with governments. I mean, like AI has been receiving a whole bunch of help. Quantum computing will as well on many levels, right? Security is critical for quantum computing. You see the NSA's provided guidelines already for preparing for quantum supremacy, they call it, once we reach that first quantum computer. So while we might hear a lot about AI, there's a lot of investment going into the quantum ecosystem, and that will definitely be a way of tapping into funds. And finally, we'll have the blockchain. Sorry, I'm talking about on a technical level, because then you have all the financial institutions with the bank, with the card, and where we can get fees, so forth. That's not my area as much, and I let the other people on the team talk about that aspect more, but that will definitely be a source of revenue. But via the blockchain, I mean, obviously, anyone using the services will have to pay fees and for the gas fees. And I don't know, will we get a small part of it? How the actual tokenomics happen in that space? I'm not. It's still in debate. And once again, it's not my sector as well. We have experts on the team who would be a much more well suited to speak about it. But I imagine there's going to be a source of revenue through that stream as well.
All right, sounds awesome. You really pinpointed what's going to happen, so thank you so much for the answer. All the best.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, thank you, Nigerian, for your question. So next one is B. Hey, B, are you there?
Can you hear me?
Yes, B, ask your question.
How does your platform integrate technology, blockchain technology, into its educational and collaborative framework?
So those are not themes. I don't feel like those themes are very familiar to the message to our message. But from what I understand is you mean by integrating people in our ecosystem, such as devs and the dev community. Is that what you mean? Okay, no answer, doesn't matter. I'll try and develop on that. In regards to education and so forth, my understanding would be on a technological angle, right? If we're going to create an L1 blockchain, we need to have a community of people building on top of it. In order to have a community of people building on top of it, we need to have that educates people and show them how to use it, how to connect to it, SDKs, and that goes through multiple channels, documentation, events such as hackathons, even YouTube marketing, right? Presenting online videos that show how to get started. I imagine that AI could be leveraged for this as well. I mean, I work with AI every day at the moment, so there's no reason why we don't implement that for that angle. So yeah, I guess that's one part. The other part is probably educating people who are not into crypto and bringing them into crypto. For me, how would we educate people for that? Oh, well, one is to make it attractive for them, and to make them attractive for them, they need to feel safe, because I believe that to make it understandable, I believe that the main reason why most of my friends or family who don't get into crypto is either because they're worried that they'll lose money, or they just don't understand it because it seems so complicated. When ultimately, I mean, it can't be more complicated than the regular banking system, right? So yeah, I think we'd have to address those, but that's more of it's a whole ecosystem challenge, right? We need to, as crypto enthusiasts, all be part of this change and explain to people that it's really not that much of a big deal. So yeah, I hope that answers the question, because it's not something I expected.
Yeah, got it.
Cool, thank you.
Okay, yeah, thank you, B, for your nice question. So next one is Miles. Hey, Miles, are you there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, definitely, sweetie. Ask your question, please.
Okay. Thank you for the opportunity. My question is, I would like to know which of your socials are more accessible for users to get feedback, and do you have programs like Ambassadors Program? Thank you.
So the main socials, we have a Telegram account, we have, as obviously Twitter. I mean, I'm doxed, so is the rest of the team, and you can find us all on Twitter. I mean, I answer questions sometimes when I get sent, a part if they're for marketing requests, because that's not my job, so please don't send me AMA and stuff like that. I'm happy to participate into them. I do not organize them. So yeah, any questions, I'm really happy to actually answer them. I spend my life on my computer, so I'm never very far. So those are the first ones. And you had another part of the question, which we also have a Discord server, which I believe opens every now and then. We don't want to flood the server with too many people at once. And there was a second part of the question, which was.
Okay, the second part of the question is, do you have an ambassadors program?
Sorry about that. We don't have an ambassador program yet. It's definitely something that we will have at one point. As soon as we have a more, not a more clear structure, but something a bit more solid, we will definitely have an ambassador strategy in place, yes.
Thank you
Okay,
very
yeah.
much.
Thank you, Marlies, for your question. So the next one is Prudence. Are you there, Prudence?
Thank you for the chance. Can I ask my question?
Yes, go for it.
Okay. And my question is, how does the Infinitum platform integrate with various gaming platform, PC, mobile console, VR, and what are the technical challenges and benefits of such a multi-platform approach?
Of course, Infinitum will be available on both desktop, mobile. I thought I heard VR. I'm not. I don't think this is something that we will address right now. It all depends on the users, right? We're here to create a human solution to be used by humans, and if humans start using VR on a large scale, of course we'll go VR. Today, mobile. I mean, you look at Asia and some other places. Mobile usage is massive and you cannot avoid going onto mobile. So yeah, of course, we'll be desktop and mobile. Yeah.
Yeah. Hello, Infinitum. Can I ask another question?
Yep, go for it.
Okay. And my question is, what key partnership and integration are planned to enhance adoption, and how does interoperability fit into your roadmap?
Yeah, that's really important. I'll start with interoperability. Sorry, stumbled there. That's critical because obviously what we want to present is a security service. The security service, we don't want to oblige people to come onto our chain and be stuck on our chain. Once again, we believe in the crypto ecosystem. We want to have a chain where people can connect to ours, even something as simple as just the transfers and then go back and store the assets on their blockchain if they want. So we really want to provide this security within the transfer service. So no obligations to stay on the platform. We're really hoping to be plug and play with as many blockchains as possible. So that's the one. In regards to partnerships, that will happen in multiple levels. So you already know about Lusis, who's our first partnership. We will be having partnerships with some of the top schools in France. We're looking at even at the European levels for quantum security, innovation, and so forth. And also, of course, devs and so on. But on the crypto ecosystem, I mean, this is not something that's in our scope right now, but I can tell you right now that things like Chainlink is a blockchain I definitely want to be connected with for many reasons and have a partnership with them. Solana has an awesome ecosystem. Yeah, like there's Ethereum, of course. I mean, you can't, even if Ethereum seems to be struggling a bit at the moment, there's definitely something that it's a main actor. So no, of course, partnerships, it's an ecosystem of multiple entities. You cannot think that you're going to be the only one. We absolutely have to work together because this is added value to the society, and you can't tackle everything by yourself. It's impossible. You need to unite together and do the best solutions so that more people come into the ecosystem and prove that crypto is valuable for humanity.
Yeah, I got my answer. Thank you so much.
My
Okay,
pleasure.
yeah, thank you for your nice question. So here's the last one I have. Levi, are you there? Hey, Levi. Hey, Levi.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah, ask your question, please.
Hello?
Okay. My question: What is your roadmap plan for this year, 2024? Can you share with us?
Well, we are in 2025, so I'll start from there. So,
Yes, 25.
yeah, I know. I'm just pulling your leg. So we are focusing on the marketing for one. So this is why I'm here. You'll see me in me and my colleagues, of course, in many online events to get our name out there. We are going to assist to some physical events like Dubai, like in Dubai, Token 2049. There's the crypto salon in Paris in April. We'll most likely be there. In the meantime, we are working on our yellow paper in direct collaboration with Lusis. They had a meeting, I believe, last week with some cryptographic experts, and they're already planning it out. Other than that, we'll be growing the team for Q1 of this year. And as soon as we come back from Dubai 2049, Token 2049 in Dubai, I mean, we'll be all hands on deck developing solutions. So like I said, proof of concept, integrating smart contracts, starting the tokenization platform, releasing an MVP hopefully by the end of the year. And then next year we'll start the works on the L1 blockchain and hopefully get the ecosystem connected together. So yeah, stay tuned, because normally from May, well, you know, you'll get more and more information, but from May you'll have some real concrete stuff coming out, and we won't just be a name anymore. We'll have some serious stuff to show everybody.
Okay, thank you, Levi, for your question. So yeah, I think we are enough, Alexander, for now. Like we covered everything. So people, I would like to say definitely do join their social, and also they're doing a lot of conversation I can see in different communities. And also that if you have any lackings, like if you want to get more knowledge about their Infinitum, you can get, and also you can ask your question there. Also, you can go to their social. So, Alexander, before wrapping this session, do you have any suggestion or anything else that you want to share with us?
Mostly thanks for everyone to everyone for listening. I always feel very humbled, and that so many people actually want to listen to me. So thanks for that. And no, just stay connected. Like I said, we're not going anywhere. We'll be here. You'll hear more and more about us. And yeah, like if you're listening to this, you're already really early for this project. And hopefully you hear about the launch of the token, because we think we'll have some we have massive plans, and we think it'll be pretty big for crypto. So yeah, no, just make sure you're connected on Twitter, check out Telegram, Discord, and the website. And yeah, if you're a serious investor, do flick us a message via our website, and let's connect.
Yes, definitely. Thank you, Alex, for having here, for your time. Wish you good luck for the future, for your Infinitum also. And thank you all of our lovely community members. So, Alex, bye. Have a nice day once again.
Thank you very much. Have a nice day, everyone.
Yeah, bye.